Good.
I see you in all the best places.
We're going to work together with Prague. We're going to, make this city work.
I think that's a critical mass. We're going to do a little bit of an overview.
All hands on deck for Emma. I was like, and then, to see what they were saying to each other.
Did you ride your bike?
And that's why they should.
Because it's going to rain.
Oh, that was right.
Yeah. Because they were truly
I already got some.
Yeah, you did your soaking.
any bipartisan effort that they were claiming.
So I think we have a critical mass enough to begin with a little bit of an introduction. I know I see a lot of you are very familiar to me. So you've probably been here. Has anybody not been to the Barge Canal?
Oh, I've been here, but not helped out.
Not helped out.
No.
And you've not been to the Barge Canal, period.
I haven't been in this part of it before. I've been on the barge.
Skating on the barge.
Skating on the barge.
Oh yeah,
Stuff like
wintertime skating. Yeah. Well, that is very great, and there'll be people arriving. So this year's a little bit different than other years. This is our 4th year, so hooray! There's very little trash to pick up. And what we're hoping is that we'll have time before people leave and we've picked up trash to do our own little people's convention where we talk about the future for the next 50 years of the Barge Canal in the context of Burlington's evolving development and of the evolution of climate change, however it leads us to. And I know we talk about it all the time amongst ourselves, but it would be great to get fresh ideas and fresh feeling about what it's like and what you think about the Barge Canal. So be aware of that, and if you can, stay long enough, and we will have lunch at noon from the People's Kitchen for anybody who's here, and help yourself to bagels. The other thing that's quite different this year than other years is that we do have an active encampment, which means that there are, I think, 4 tent sites over behind the mounds, what we call the mounds, and I'm hoping that you'll get very interested in the layout of the land and you'll take one of these maps. So we will not be obviously taking down or doing anything with where people are living, but we have been in communication with them, and there is a lot to clean up, a lot of gas tanks, because there was a fairly elaborate encampment that was using propane gas tanks to heat their tents, but that has gone, but the tanks remain. So I was telling somebody that dealer.com a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, came and cleaned up this entire area.
Is that a first?
Yeah.
We never heard about it. We only discovered it, that they had been there, because we had thought there was a big encampment in there that was abandoned.
We thought they were just doing Pine Street, but
they came all the way back.
Got ambitious.
They took everything except the needles, and which they left in a pile, which Andy will be dealing with, and there's some broken glass. So so that's very different. We're going to kind of feel our way when we move from the kahuna, which is over here where you'll begin working, and we move over to the mounds. We're going to feel our way around the encampment, and to see how much we need to get past it, because there's a abandoned one beyond, and bring things out, but we have to figure out how that's all going to work. So it's a different year, as always, and I'm sort of excited that we don't have too much to do. So
Refinement.
I know.
The other innovation that we just discovered a week or so ago is that there's yet another plan for building on 453 Pine, which is this plot that we're standing at the edge of. There's a plan by Nettie Real Estate to build this long row of housing that they want to put here. And that's something we should talk about too, because you know, there's a lot to discuss in terms of what could happen here, what should happen here, and hopefully we'll be able to do that afterwards, after our work party.
Which is why we're talking about wanting to have a discussion about the next 50 years. Instead of us kind of jumping from, you know, a developer's proposal for a Nordic spa, all hands out for that, and $6 million towards that, and now, oh, that didn't work, so let's jump now to, well, let's put housing, because now we can have housing in this area, though the EPA still specifically says no housing and no child care substitutes. They have to get beyond that, but who knows, we may not have an EPA, right. And they've already had preliminary discussions and they're willing to talk. So it may end up being that. And we're not in, Friends of the Barge Canal has not been fighting development. Our fight has been to take care of the land. Even if they develop on this 4-acre piece, there's still 24 acres surrounding it that needs our care and attention. And so it's sometimes a losing battle to just fight development. It's much more, there's a more feeling of accomplishment to commit to caring for the land. So that's what we've been doing. So, bagels, sign up. And does everybody have any questions before we head it? Oh, and gloves. If you don't have decent gloves,
And we have goggles.
Here's gloves. I just bought a couple of goggles, but help yourself to gloves. There's thick ones. If you want to leave anything under the table, feel free. Because Miriam is a Burlington High School student who also lives in the neighborhood, who's doing her community service. Senior, she's graduating this year. Yeah.
So we also have a hand washing station if you want to eat bagels but don't want to go from garbage to bagels. We have a hand washing station on that side.
Right. So follow Andy. We may as well take all 3 wheelbarrows, these tools, the sharps box, baskets, garbage bags.
Yeah.
I can take some.
I'm going to take a couple of these bigger bags.
Robin, do you want to leave your backpack under the table? Nobody will leave. Miriam's going to be here the whole time.
So I have grubby shoes that are like washable. How do you feel these are?
They'll be the mud where we are going. We won't be in the mud. Yeah. Miriam.
Hi, Bran.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Put that right over there.
Got a whole water bottle and some other.
Hey.
Should I bring? No.
Nope. If anybody needs extra or anything.
You coming or you're staying?
I'm coming. I was just trying to decide where my dogs are. I'll check back.
People over with you.
Yes.
Okay. I just have